think the holidays can bring up a lot of emotions, especially our valuing of ourselves. It's almost like going to a class reunion when we go back to be with our family and we want to impress them. We want them to see us as successful. And I think those desires can exacerbate our negative feelings about ourselves. We can get more judgmental about the progress we're making in our lives. And things can seem more dramatic or more desperate than they might in normal circumstances. So, if you're being hard on yourself for your current situation, I think it's really important to know that everything in your life is changeable, even if you don't know how. Everything in your life has led you to this moment for you to be the person that you are today. And how you move forward is not attached to the past. You are free to make choices right now that create your future. There is never a time in your life that you are separate from the presence and power that created this universe. So when you're feeling down on yourself or that you're not living up to expectations of yourself, you can know that the power is with you to change whatever it is that you want. And that sounds super easy, and it can be. The difficulty lies with how willing we are to change. Sometimes the suggestions from spirit are so outside our box or our current paradigms that it can be really hard to say yes, even though we know deep down it will lead us to a bigger life. What we have been doing up until now has led us to where we are. So, as I mentioned last week, we carry a lot of expectations that keep us believing we are stuck. So if you always have done things in this way, it can seem really impossible to take that leap. When you are open to the power of spirit moving through you, amazing things can be created. The thing that's comforting to me, is that I don't always know how it's all going to work out. I just need to take the step that I can see, and then the next step appears. You have to be willing to change and to take a leap that you know is right and you feel is right. And with support, anything is possible. Sometimes that includes being willing to let others see our imperfections. When we come to the holiday meal and we want to be shining and perfect and successful and not show our humanity, it takes a brave person to be willing to show those vulnerabilities. We all have cycles in life, times that are harder than others. And when we share what's hard with us, especially with our loved ones, it allows them to be okay with their own imperfections and their own difficult times. The thing that I have learned about is that the more vulnerable I can be, the more I can share what's hard for me, the closer that I am with the people who love me already. They don't love my accomplishment, what's impressive. They love me. So the more I can share and be vulnerable with them, the more love I can actually receive. And there's no imposter syndrome. I can let their love in because I know it's based on an honest representation of my life. I know that the power and presence that created the universe is working in your life and has a much larger amount of resources to draw on. And this can help you release your attachments that are keeping you in a life that you would like to be different. You get to take the steps you can see, knowing that you will know the next step when the time comes. So I invite you to be vulnerable with those people who love you this holiday season. Share the authentic you and keep a part of your mind open to the possibilities that there's a way to create whatever it is that you are desiring in your life. Happy Thanksgiving.